What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great week and getting ready to have a great start to your weekend. I want to say thank you to everyone.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot. It is hot. I don't want to turn the fan too loud, but then they won't be able to hear us.
I need for that to get fixed.
What? Yeah, me too.
It's almost 2 months now.
Don't look up. I want to say thank you to everyone who watched the video. Well, actually, we went live. It was me, Brandon, Dennis, and Mario. So we were all here. We had a good time. You know, when the drinks start flowing, sometimes arguments can happen. And it was a nice little argument that went on. But it was just, I guess, something between friends, something that needed to be said that had to get out. And unfortunately, it came out on camera. And, you know, you got, I guess, people who like Dennis, they, you know, it's like, oh, I got to defend him and all this and that. But y'all are not in the friendship, so y'all really don't know. It just happened to come out that way. But anyway, we had a good time. We took pictures afterwards, and it was just good. Brandon came to town. I'll tell you about what's going on with him. But he came to town, and they had a baby shower for the family, one of the family members, and I went and I had a good time. When I tell you, Mikkel, I hadn't drank like that in a long time. I drank, and I ordered my Uber home, and then when I got to my door, I realized I did not have my keys. I left my keys in Brandon's car. Imagine it being 1:30 in the morning, you trying to get in the house.
But this is you, though.
Yes.
This is what you do. So I'm not actually surprised. Because if it's not your keys, it's your wallet.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not your wallet, it's your debit card, which is somehow never in your wallet, where it should be in your wallet. It's just, it's like a kid.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know.
Like a kid.
And so I did something I never did with Uber before. I Ubered my keys from where he was staying out the Northeast to my apartment.
Where was the baby shower?
It was near my old high school.
So by the time you realized that you didn't have your keys, he was already home.
No. He was staying at his sister's house.
Oh.
So that's where the baby shower was at.
In the Northeast.
Yeah. So
you had to sit on this porch until your keys came.
And mind you, my phone was going to die, but somebody had came to the door. Somebody had ordered Uber Eats or whatever. And I was like, don't lock the door. I said, don't lock the door. He didn't lock it, but I don't think he knows who I am because he's new. I've never seen him before, but I said, don't lock the door. And he didn't lock the door. But then I went to the store, and when I came back, I seen that he locked the door. I was like...
Well, he didn't know.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he locked the door.
He didn't know.
He was like, yeah, who's this mysterious guy?
I probably would have locked it too. Like, well, who are you?
Nigga, I live here.
Well, he didn't know.
Yeah, I know. But, it was okay. It was all right. So, yeah, the keys came, you know, but I was like, I need to see you again. At least before you leave, you're going to be here for Tuesday. So, everybody had Monday off except for me. And, you know, Malik, he really couldn't come because he's down in Virginia. But we was like, you not coming today, so let's get together. Let's do a video. Let's do something. Let's have drinks, have a good time. And that's exactly what we did. We drank and had a good time. Brandon would not shut up, and he kept being loud. And it was like old times. It was like old times, and I enjoyed myself. So that was my weekend.
Was he home during the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he was home during the Super Bowl.
Did he talk about that, like how? Well, he doesn't live in Phoenix.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he lives like right outside of Phoenix.
Okay.
Right outside, but he said he did not do anything like Super Bowl related.
Okay.
And he said he slept during the Super Bowl, and I'm like, who does that? Tell me, I woke up just in time for Rihanna. I was tired. I was really tired. What? It's your hometown team and the Super Bowl.
Well, he doesn't know any better.
And this weekend, I was asked to be her godfather.
Were they sober when they asked you?
I can't say who did it, but
No, I said were they sober when they asked?
of course, bitch. Why wouldn't they be? You know, I'm excited.
It's good.
I've never had godchildren. I don't have any godchildren, so I don't know what it's like.
It's like Uncle Kevin. That's all.
Maybe. But that's a big responsibility. Because if the parents don't got it, I gotta have it. But what if I don't have it?
What did the Tootsie Roll commercial say? In the world, you may never know.
The world may never know. Because, you know, if the parents say no, you got to find a way to finagle with him for the child. I don't know.
But the parent says no, then that's no means no.
Right.
I don't finagle shit at. My mom and dad said no, so that's it.
Right. Stay right there.
Who?
You.
Where the hell am I going to... Oh. Go back. Go back. Wait. What? Oh my God. Well, shoot me in the ass and call me white.
Okay. I know you wasn't ready for that.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Baby.
Wait a... How? Wait.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What the hell with color me white? Color me tan. What the hell? Wow.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's the two. Then I also found out that I'm going to be an uncle again. I haven't told y'all.
Is that who asked you to be your godfather?
No.
No, I'm saying not the person who asked you to say you want to be uncle again.
No.
The person,
Wait a minute.
the
Yeah.
person that we were just talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they weren't sober.
Oh, you're trying this. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They weren't sober. I just had to figure out who it was. God,
Yeah.
please.
So we got.
Why? They gonna be like, I asked you that? Yeah, you did.
We got a baby coming to the family.
You didn't just find that out
What?
about the second baby.
Shut up, bitch!
Don't sit here and act like you just found it out. We've known for like a month now.
I just found out.
You didn't just
It
find
is
out.
hot in here.
You told me. You didn't just find out shit.
Shut up!
And I've been telling the world for about a month. So I
You
know.
better not tell nobody. What the fuck you talking about?
So I know you didn't just find out.
Tell about he been telling the world.
Well, that feels so much better.
Yeah, dude. What am I?
Is the heat on?
It probably is.
Why? It was 60 degrees today.
Listen, I'd rather them have the heat on than not have it on.
Well, maybe you should open a window.
Yeah, I could open the window.
You know what I mean? So you won't be in here
Yeah.
hot. Crack
But
the
I
window.
like, you know, when nobody's here, I like to relax.
I know you do, but it's too hot, and I don't want you to. I don't want it to be pass out. So
I'll be alright. I
you
got
somebody
that fan right
who's
there.
immune to passing out.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yes. So wait a minute. Did you pass out again?
Almost, but I caught myself. So, you're talking to somebody who's immune to passing out. I was severely dehydrated once again. But I got to the hospital before things could get really, really bad. You know your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my friend said that. My friend stayed on the phone with me the whole time we were at the hospital.
But you feel delusional?
I was at the hospital. Bitch, I'm always feeling delusional. But, no, my friend was like, listen, a good thing you listen to your body, because some people don't listen to their body, and they just go and just keep going. And I was like, yeah. And the night before, I kept saying, in the morning, I'm going to the hospital, because something don't feel right. And I got up 6 o'clock that morning. I got my ass in the shower, and I sat on the edge of my bed, and I said, yep. And I drove myself to the hospital. And I was in the hospital all morning, all afternoon, and I went home and got the best sleep in my life. And then I woke up the next day feeling like I was never even in the hospital.
My said that like nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
So they gave you a lot of fluids and told you you need to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
And that was that.
And it was so weird because, mind you, They told me they were going to, because at first, originally, y'all, I thought I had COVID again.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm like, the chills, Kevin, the chills the night before was so bad that I said, oh, let me go to Wawa and get a hot chocolate. Because I was literally at work and I had to put my jacket on in the break room. And I'm like, and the guy who was in there with me, I said, you're not cold? And he said, no, I'm not cold. It's cold in here. And I'm like, damn, it's freezing. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Wawa. I went to go get me a hot chocolate and I drank that on my way home. And I was still cold, but I just wanted to get in my bed. Mm-hmm. And that's why I thought I had COVID, because that was what one of the symptoms I had when I originally had COVID was the real bad chills. But when I went to the hospital, and they said, well, we're going to do a COVID and flu test. So now they have this new thing where they can do both in one. So it wasn't your typical long Q-tip like it was originally when you're doing the test. It was still a long Q-tip like type of thing. So the nurse, she did warn me. She said, well, all right, I'm about to do this. But then she stuck it in, and I heard her counting, and I was like, like you. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And then she did this one or whatever. But then when they did the test and it came back negative for both, I didn't have COVID or the flu. So I was like, well, damn, I don't got COVID. What the fuck? Damn chill. Like, damn.
And it was all because you were dehydrated. Yeah. So why you don't drink water?
I do drink, and that's the crazy thing. That's what my coworker said. She said, all this damn water you be drinking here at work. And I said, that's the mystery. I got so many bottles of water, empty bottles of water in my car from me drinking so much water. That's why I didn't think it was dehydration. That's why I thought it was COVID.
How many hours of sleep are you getting at night or in the daytime?
A lot, because when I come home from work, especially for my daytime job, I go straight to sleep. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was, Kevin. It was so weird. It just was not really. It didn't make sense to me, especially the dehydration part. It didn't make sense to me at all.
Are you eating?
Yeah, am I? I gained 3 more pounds by eating. Yes. I want to stop fucking eating. Are you kidding me? I don't know what it was. It was just really weird. But thank God, when I started feeling something weird. I was like, no. I texted my manager at 2:30 in the morning. I texted her and said, oh, I won't be coming to work today. Because I'm going to the hospital. And at 6 o'clock in that morning, I said, I'm going to go. Because I didn't want to go to the hospital that time of night. Because I didn't want to, I just didn't want to do it that time of night. So I went in the morning and I got up at 6 in the morning and I went, and I'm so happy I went.
Yeah.
So, but I feel so much better now. Thank you guys for everybody who was hitting me up. I feel much better. But I think I'm a firm believer that when your body starts to act unusual, get to the doctors.
Yeah, and when things don't look right.
Yep.
Because I went to the hospital recently. I was like, this ain't right.
Yeah, something's not right.
Not right.
What wasn't looking right?
I'm not gonna say it on here. Remember I told you. Shut up. Because they can take this and run with anything.
Yeah, they will. Well, with that, I think you should have went to the vet, not the
hospital.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. When things don't look right, feel right. For me, it didn't feel right because everything looked right down here. Right. But
don't try to
say I don't know. I've never had that don't look right. But
it did not look right.
But when you don't feel right and don't look right, then yeah, you should go. And I went. And I think sometimes you don't be wanting to go because you be like, oh, I'll just pop something and but nah, it's time to go. Yeah. And what's so crazy? Because that night I was looking for Tylenol. I didn't have any Tylenol. And when I got to the hospital, the doctor said, did you take any Tylenol? I said, no. And the crazy thing is I was looking for Tylenol in the house or whatever the case may be. But
what would the Tylenol would have been?
I don't know, because I think originally before we took the COVID test, the doctor thought maybe it was because they advised you to take Tylenol or whatever. But I didn't have any because, like I said, before I went to the hospital, I thought I had COVID because I had COVID before. So I'm like, well, maybe this is COVID again. But I was so happy that it wasn't COVID. Let me know that the vaccine did work.
Yeah,
for me anyway.
You can still get.
I mean, you can still get it, but. It's been over a year since I had COVID. So
yeah, but all these things that's been going on with COVID, we don't even know if we probably even had it again.
Yeah.
All right.
But thank God that you're not hearing about the deaths and people now who are catching COVID. Because I know a lot of people who have caught COVID in the past few months. Mm-hmm. But they're catching it and then they are, doing what they need to do. And then they're right back. So thank God you're not hearing about people, going to the hospital and then not coming out. So that's a blessing, because Lord knows at one point people were going to the hospital. You like, oh, coming back home. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, that was my adventure last week, and I feel much better.
Yeah. So let's talk about Donald Lemon. Well, his name is Don. It's not Donald or anything. Don Lemon. It seems like he's been suspended by CNN, but I heard he's back.
Yeah, because he was there this morning. I was watching him this morning.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't watch CNN in the morning.
Because trust me, it's too early for you, because remember, I get off, well, my overnight job, I get off at 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Don Lemon show, which I was shocked like a month ago, when I found out he was on the morning and not...
At night.
Night no more, because I kind of stopped watching CNN at night.
Yeah.
So when I saw that he was on the morning, I was like, wait, they got him on the morning now? But... yeah, his morning show comes on at 7 in the morning, so you're not. And if you are up, you're
I'm already at work. Yeah. I prefer to watch Don Lemon at night.
Me too.
I prefer Don Lemon.
Me too. I feel like Don Lemon is a different. I think at night Don Lemon and daytime Don Lemon and New Year's Eve Don Lemon are 3 different people.
And they suppressed the Don Lemon. I love the New Year's Eve Don.
Right.
It's about no more drinking and all of that stuff. What? That was like the best part of Don.
Well, we know certain people were complaining, but you know who was and you know who wasn't. Because on my Twitter and Instagram, they weren't complaining.
Nobody.
They having a good time.
Everybody was upset. Yeah. Like, where is drunk Don Lemon?
Right.
Like, you don't hear nothing bad about Don Lemon December 31st through January 2nd.
That's right.
You don't hear nothing negative. Well, anyway, he made a comment about Nikki Haley. And I guess she made a comment about somebody or some things being past their prime. So he says, well, who are you, because you're past your prime. And then Poppy looked at him kind of funny. And then he's like, well, because what they say on Google and stuff is that women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, they're past their prime. And the Poppy was like, well, damn, at least I know I got a decade to go.
Did she finish that?
Yes! And I'm just like, Don, shush, right? Shut up. Right. And it just kept going on and on about it. He's like, no, I am serious. I'm serious. If you go on Google, you can see it. When is a woman past her prime? Well, damn. It's not looking good when you got 2 female co-hosts.
Okay? Even though one of them I don't even think is 30 yet.
I know.
Caitlin is young. She's very young. And I didn't even know she was that young, because you got to... Never mind. But her face is a little mature. I didn't know she was that... She's a nice girl. Mm-hmm. Nice girl. Pretty girl. But I didn't know she was as young as she was. Because they were talking about something one morning, about something that happened some years ago. And one of them made a joke and was like, well, you were in school. And she was like, yeah, I was in elementary. And I said, elementary? I wasn't even fucking in school no more. Why was she? Elementary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, I don't know what that, I'm like, what? Damn, she real young. I mean, she got a good job at her age.
Yeah.
She really does.
At that one point, she was the...
Caitlin Collins.
The senior White House correspondent.
Yeah, I like her better on the White House lawn, when she's giving me what's going on inside that White House.
Well,
we're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Because Poppy's a little older than Caitlin. You know what I mean?
She said, well, thank God I got a decade left.
Right. So you know what that was? How dare you?
Yeah.
That was a how dare you moment.
So what do you think about the Brat being pregnant?
The Brat is a married woman that's pregnant. Period. And anybody who got anything to say about it, I want you to look in the mirror and say, was I married when I got pregnant? I'm judging.
Yes, you are.
Little Miss Wedlock. Were you married when you got pregnant? No.
These are things that men are doing.
I've never tried, and I don't understand how, just like some of the young guys, younger than us, who are taking perks to stay. And I'm like, why do you need a perk? You are 29. You're 28. You can't stay up and last? Kevin, I wasn't playing that night.
I wouldn't even admit that.
That's what I was like, what? I came home one day, my mom said, where the fuck you get all this money from? Where the fuck did all this money come from? And she had it sitting right on my bed, where I did not even. Because my mother was a mother who went and investigated our rooms. She wanted to know what's in our rooms. But Beyonce is one of the most current big artists that you've worked with. When you can say, well, when I didn't agree with something with Beyonce, I told her. I told her straight up, and she told me straight up. Do you honestly think that he cares what fans are saying when he's telling us, listen, when I had disagreements with Beyonce, I told her. So if I could tell Beyonce what I felt about what she was doing, do you think I care about you in my comment section telling me how you don't like what I said about? No, because you got so, and she looks like that as well. Look, Celia Cruz will be first Afro-Latina. And I had just got out the hospital. That's what made it worse.
I have real tears.
It doesn't make any sense.
I can't.
This lady is